All right, what's up everybody? I'm gonna do my best to give you a little tutorial, just filming myself here, so I just got the camera set up, on how I set a coyote trap. I just set this one right here. This is a Minnesota brand 550 trap. It has been prepped, everything. Brian actually does all the prepping and I do all the animal stuff. We are going to be setting this trap right here in what's called a dirt hole set. So what I've got is I got some thick stuff coming up in the edge of a big hardwood ridge, right in the edge of a pasture. We've got a lot of pictures of coyotes and stuff coming back and forth through here. And I've got some dead wood, some logs, and I'm gonna kind of use this log right here as a backing. I'm gonna push this grass and stuff up in it. Actually, there's a log right here, it's real natural. I'm gonna leave it laying there. It might actually cause this dog, if he comes into the trap, to try to maneuver around it, and that gets me more paw prints. And the more paw prints you get, the more chance you got to catch it. So first thing I'm gonna do is push this grass and everything and really make a solid backing right here up in this log. Got some leaves and stuff. I'm gonna clean all this out. All right, then I got a little auger that goes on a drill, and I'm gonna take this auger and I'm gonna dig me a dirt hole in the ground. It rained last night, so, oh gosh. So everything's pretty wet. I just put all my dirt right there. I've got some dirt from another trap I just did right over there. We'll pull all this dirt out. Now, I'm gonna try to make me a bed. And what I do, I take the trap, set it down. I always like to, even though I've dug quite a few, I still like to get the trap out and open. And this is kind of a safety on the trap where you can fold it closed. It's set, but not completely. I'm gonna lower it down till you hear that click. Hear that? All right, so I'm gonna kind of lay it in there, see what I want, how I want to position it. Then I'm gonna get my trapper's tool, and I'm gonna dig me a full spot. And of course, if you are like me and you have really bad luck, anytime I go to dig anything, I find fruit. And that's exactly what I just did. Alright. So, get this dug out, put all the dirt in my pan. What I'm digging is kind of a crater, but you don't want to, whatever you do, I've had a lot better luck when I don't make the hole too big. You kind of want to start small and see what kind of room you need. And that way your trap will just fit down in there nicely and touch on the sides. Notice I haven't staked anything down yet because I want to make sure that everything's going to be really solid where I put this trap. I don't want the trap to shift in any way when it's stepped on, because if they don't step right on your pan and they step on the side of the trap and it shifts under their foot, that's game over. They'll go on. So now I've got my stake that I'm going to drive in the ground. This is just how this works. I have a stake I'm gonna put in this. I'm gonna drive this guy in the ground. Make sure it's pulled up tight. Good news is there's lots of roots right here. It'll break through here. that one up, that's for certain. So now I've got my stake in the ground. Sometimes I'll pull up on it to make sure, but why help them, you know? I know that was gonna stay in the ground. It's solid as a rock. I buried the chain. I'm just tapping the chain in the dirt, covering it up. I'm gonna show you what this looks like right here in just a second. So, good solid bed. I'd be surprised if we don't get lucky enough to catch one right here. All right. So let me show you this. You can kind of see what the bed looks like right here. That's what the dirt hole looks like. Got a good solid back, and then that's so the coyote can't come from the back side. Can't see down the hole, so they have to step right here. They're gonna have to step around this little knob right here. They're just gonna be banging around. Hopefully they'll set right down in there. So the next thing I'm gonna do is everything's hidden well, trap's bedded well. I have some peat moss, so we're getting a lot of really cold temperatures coming in right now. And so what I do is I actually have one more thing I gotta show you, sorry. I had to set the bucket out of the way. I didn't want it in the frame, the way I'm having to film. So this little guy right here, it's just like a piece of screen. I actually bought these, but I've got a whole piece of screen like for screened in porch that I'm gonna use. And that just lays right there on top of the trap, and what it does is it keeps anything from getting underneath your pan. And this peat moss basically just allows any water, keeps it from freezing, and allows any water just to kind of roll off the side of it. I like to feather it in. Don't want to use too much, but just enough to kind of go. And then I uncover the top of the very top of the trap where the pan is. Then I want to take my dirt that I salvaged. I'm just going to shake it on top of the trap. Make sure get just a thin layer is all you need. Not too much. Main thing is you just want to make sure that no big clumps or rocks get in your trap. That's why you sift it. And once I've done that, now you've got a good dirt covering. Show you what that looks like. Good dirt covering on the trap. Now there's nothing there. It's bedded good, got a little peat moss around it, got dirt on it. Now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some grass out in my hands here. Some of this good dry grass, and I'm gonna rub it together, kind of shred it up some, make sure it's good and fine, but cover up this spot a little bit. I don't even mind a few leaves being around it, you know, they're not going to do anything. So you end up with something that looks pretty natural. And now I'm going to get my bait. This is my bait bucket here, and it has some coyote urine, red fox urine. I'll just kind of sprinkle a couple of different urines around, and then my bait, I use Hiawatha Valley bait, and put it down in the hole. It works good. It's just predator bait. So, and then I'll also use some canine lures from time to time. But I'm gonna bait these two traps up. I always do double sets, because if you set one and you catch a dog, chances are you probably missed one. So, or you know, it's just I can't tell you how many pairs I've caught. I've caught quite a few. So that's how I make a set. If you got any pointers, I'd be glad to hear them, as I love talking about it. But that's a very basic dirt hole set right there. Thank you guys for watching. I'm planning on posting more stuff. Excited about turkey season. We got turkeys everywhere. So hope y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.